Hello, and welcome to this episode 9 of the Temporal Trials of Lobsang Lud. I'm Katech, and we're here right where we picked up from the end of the Halloween special episode. Should now put this back in the correct place, and we're now all caught up and in time. As you see, we're here in the Orion sector, and we have our new missions, which is to get a new officer and to pick up some people at Starfleet Academy. So let's pick up this officer first of all. We got to decide on a thing. How are we for things? We've got a tactical, an engineering, a science, a tactical, and an engineering. So we need another science just to round it out. So how's our science officer look? Well, she's got a tachyon beam. That's good. Jam targeting sensors. Handy. Gravity well is very, very helpful. There's lots of ground abilities. Let's see, what else is there? Hyperspray, tricorder, sonic pulse. All sonic pulse is actually very, very handy. I think so. Yes, let's go with this person. And yikes, not exactly Miss Universe there. So leave them as it would be. So let's set our course now for the Sol system. Speed this up. And so here we are now at the Sol system. Let's enter Sol. Okay, here we are, back at Earth. Lovely, lovely Earth. There's space dock in front of us, and Starfleet Academy is down here. So here's South America. Here's Georgia, where I am, as you can clearly tell by my accent. And for those of you who are watching this should come out shortly after Thanksgiving. The previous episode, episode 8, did indeed come out on Thanksgiving. Just a wrinkle of the timing, but let's beam down to Starfleet Academy now and see how it looks since we were there in the past. Let's see how it's modified, grown, changed in the 100 years or so. So here we are at Starfleet Academy. There are shuttle flying across over the sun. It doesn't look all that different. One flying over, runabout perhaps. So let's see where we've got to go. Map. We see we are over here, and we need to go to this building here. So just let's make ourselves less conspicuous and have our little pistol, Type 1 phaser, and jog over there on the hurry up around this building. And there's a lovely Golden Gate Bridge. Well, the first time I ever drove in the United States ended up going over that bridge, going from Treasure Island to Sausalito. That meant going in Treasure Island on the Bay Bridge, from the middle of the island on the middle of the Bay Bridge, driving through San Francisco, and then out on the Golden Gate Bridge to Sausalito. That was not fun at all. Just finished an 18-hour shift working on setting up for a season of BattleBots, which at the time was being filmed there. In fact, my first time in San Francisco was roughly near where we're standing. Near the Golden Gate Bridge at the Fort Mason Center for the first season of Comedy Central's BattleBots. Over here, there's a woman with a queue over her head, so let's see what mission she has for us. Okay, so she has History 101, Alpha Quadrant from 2380. That's roughly the end of the movies and Star Trek Voyager and things. It's around the time of Lower Decks, in fact. Part of the continuing studies program, officers can retrieve historical data chips from terminals at Starfleet Academy. We'll get a historical data chip, and we'll do a exam on it. To understand the past, to understand the present. Studying our data chips, we should be ready to test our ability. Get us 480. What was that? The data terminal right there, so let's access the computer. This will get us a little bit more experience, expertise, and a data chip. Yes, and so we've got a data chip to Path 2409, Volume 20, Chapter 1. So let's go into here. Wow, this is quite full. Our data recorder, and here's the data chip. Assumed unused. Let's use. Volume 20, Chapter 1. Read that, we'd have to go over to here, to the logs. Path 2409, Volume 20, Chapter 1. Responding to the success of the Federation dual citizenship program, Starfleet expanded the Starfleet Academy admission guideline to accept applicants from races allied with but not formally part of the Federation. These cadets would be allowed to apply for dual citizenship and would otherwise be considered a full citizen of the Federation and would therefore not need a command-level recommendation for acceptance. Here's the reason Nog needed Commander Sisko to give him a letter of recommendation to join Starfleet Academy. There are many dedicated quality applicants out there who simply don't have access to a Starfleet captain, said a Starfleet spokesman Grant. We're opening the doors. One change that Starfleet saw immediately was the rush of Ferengi applicants. Inspired by the example of Nog and social reforms on Ferenginar, hundreds of Ferengi applied to join Starfleet. Oh, we also have some lithium, so we'll find some of that. Let's go over to the terminals here, where we do the tests. Volume 8, Chapter 6, we have no idea. Who did Donatra order to return to Romulus? It's probably not Spock. It could be Sela or Admiral Taris. One, meeny, miny, mo. Flip a coin. I'm going to say Admiral Taris. I guess we got it right. And so let's see what we get. Yes, we get some more experience and... Okay, so now we go over to... Who is it we have to go to? Lieutenant Ferreira. Lieutenant Ferrer. Lieutenant Ferrer is that person over there. Round and see what he wants. The initial complement of duty officers is now available. A trader, a diplomat, maintenance engineer, deflector officer, fabrication engineer, diagnostic engineer. Green, these are slightly better. Some more. Like an interesting bunch. Yeah, there we get 2 greens. This whole thing. What are duty officers? Duty officers are junior members of your crew that you can put on active roster or send out assignments. Putting them on active roster will give us bonuses, and duty officers can also be sent on assignments, which are real-time jobs to tasks. You get experience points, energy credits, items, buffs, commendation, experience, or other rewards. That's this button right here. Let's try doing one. Attend Acadian diplomatic dinner. 10. That seems like a good place to start. Needs an advisor, any civilian, and some security. Have 1 diplomat. Selected. Automatically selects the best one for us. That it thinks anyway. 1 security officer. This actually wants a advisor and diplomat or somebody who is tactful. But it says that this is the best person we have available. And we need a security officer. Best security officer is already been for this. So there's about as good. 9% chance of success, of critical success, 89% chance of a regular success, and a 10% chance of failure. Risks. So let's start that off. And we'll see how that goes by... So we need our next episode. So, to go to get all the agents of yesterday, so we're now on the Klingon War. Welcome to Earth Space Dock. That was episode 6. 7.5 round Space Dock. This was episode 8, so we just had. So now we're on to Stranded in Space. So let's hail and get...
I've received a report there is a Bolian freighter that is overdue arriving at Earth Space Dock. It may need assistance.
Okay, so I've received a report that a Bolian freighter, the SS Azura, is more than 20 hours overdue for arrival at Earth Space Dock. It may need assistance. Dana Brott is an experienced captain and the daughter of a former Starfleet officer. It's not like her to be out of contact. Your orders are to head out to sector space and find the Azura. I've already transmitted the ship's last known coordinates to your con officer. Good luck. Get 5,000 experience points, 3,000 expertise, 384 dilithium ore, a com code, armor, shields, warp core, which could speed us up no end. Yes, from 5.56 to 6.67. That'll help it tremendously. Accept that. And instead of using the transwarpy thing, let's beam up. Go to the Beta Quadrant. Energize. Okay, so here we are in sector space. Here we are. This one says the Azura is over here. So let's plot a course over there. Yes, the circle in yellow. Click on the circle like that. White circles for other mission I may have. I'm not mission to alter course manually. The auto nav will immediately disengage. That, and let's speed it up now.
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help! Warp core containment field down! Radiation flooding ship! Communications and life support failing! Cannot eject warp core! Need immediate evacuation and assistance! Please help us!
Hey. Well, that seems like a call for help if ever there was one. Doesn't it? So let's... Oh. Only 5 light years away now. Nice bright beacon blinking it. I also want to apologise for my little nasaliness. It's that time of year when allergies get the better of you. Certainly get the better of me. Despite wearing my mask. Yes, indeed, keep the pollen and stuff ready at bay. Anyway, let's go for Stranded in Space.
To any ships in range, this is Dana Brott of the transport SS Azura. Please help. We're being pursued by Orion raiders. Crew injured, taking heavy fire. Dropping out of warp near your coordinates. Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us.
Okay, so I guess we have to assist the Azura. Temet, keep tracking that distress signal. Okay, so let's set up. Sir, sensors are picking up several light attack craft on an intercept core. We'll need to deal with them before we can render aid to the SS Azura. Beat the Orion raiders. Okay, full power to shields. Helm, take us in range. Sound dynamic and stuff. Let's start powering up. Things. Good. Definitely not to get us some gain, to get us some production for our R&D. Further on. Did a similar thing on a ground part of a mission. I actually want to change out my station. Have that new officer? He has a tachyon beam. That drains shield. That's much handier. That's tractor beam. Just a very high amount of damage. I'd rather this to get through the shields. Weapons. Ground crew. Place. Go save the day. Charge in. Who's going to be first into... Boost our weapons power. Over here.
Shield is under attack. Target's shield has failed.
This one. Drain their shield. And that's dealt with them. They were not very hard, really, were they? Kind of weak. Nothing can stand up to Kirk's enterprise. That. They can last a few long now they're not being blown up. All this stuff comes in handy later. Chlorine gas. That's some really nasty stuff. Chlorine, anything chlorine based is. At some point soon we're going to have to start clearing this out because it's kind of full. Back. Hello SS Azura. This is the new start. Do you need assistance? Captain, I'm detecting elevated radiation levels on the Azura. I've alerted the transporter chief of the situation. She can brief you before you beam over to the Azura, because I'm not going. Okay, away team, report to the transporter room. Shall we? And let's beam over. Okay, so let's speak to this transporter chief.
Captain, I'm concerned about the radiation on the Azura. She might have some damage to the warp core, but our sensors can't pick up enough to determine exactly what you'll find over there. I'm sure I can send you and the away team to the ship safely, but getting you back might be a problem until the Azura's critical damage is repaired. Step on the transporter pad when you're ready to go, and be careful, sir.
Trying to keep a look at us and prepare to transport survivors, and try not to kill us, or, you know, you're not going to get promoted that way. Okay? Okay, crew. Starfleet Avengers, assemble. Good enough. Beam out. Energize. I'm all alone. I'm picking up multiple life signs. Some of them are the Azura's captain and crew. The rest are Orion. Plasma leaks blocking the path to our survivors. We need to use the consoles to safely vent the plasma. Consoles that bypass the conduit in the plasma leak. Rescuing survivors is our top priority. Where are they? They're all... They didn't transport out. Let's see if they can... There they go. Just beam them a little bit slower. Okay, there's Orion's here, so... Weapons out. Put your weapons. Yep. Go. 3, 2. There. Oh. Check the corners. 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 Fixed. Corners. Behind you. Above you. Below you. Add this container. Check this computer. On it. No. Checking. Check. I want you checking so much you're tired of checking. Okay, anything? No? No? No. Why am I the only one being careful? You're just running around. Phasers loosely. Not the way to do it. One. Ooh, there's a big green thing there. Let's see, which door should we go? Sultan map. Okay. There. Anybody? No? Door's locked. Okay, good. Bad guys are there. Starfleet, make yourself known. Oh, there's somebody. Help them. Patient is showing signs of radiation poisoning. Hyperspray of hydronolin. Take care of the symptoms. They'll need to spend a few days in sickbay. Let's apply the treatment. Are you a vorter? Like a vorter. Are those ears? Nose? Like a vorter. But Lobsang Lud's busy trying to preen to look at you. Over here. Oh, okay, you're all good. Good. Oh, guy. Got it. Stand up, chance. I was in a thieves guild. Just stole your life. Door? No, this door. Okay. That roll for doesn't seem to be counting that. Take them, you never know when they did. Let's get some titanium ore, because you know, always love to go ore hunting. Ah, right. That's not. Quickly, we don't know how long it's going to hold. Pause. Locked. Corners. Corners. Thank you. Let's bypass the plasma conduit. Plasma conduit out of the way. Was going critical. We need to eject it. Still doing here. Scanning the warp core. Catastrophic failure of antimatter containment. Warp core breach is imminent. Unless it's contained, the Azura will be destroyed. So, what do you want us to do,
We
Captain?
hit an Orion ambush on our way to K7. We lost our weapons almost immediately, and then we took a direct hit near engineering. Our warp engine's magnetic antimatter containment field failed. We had no choice but to drop shields and use the power to try to stabilize the containment field. As soon as the shields were down, Orions boarded the ship.
Okay, but, like 3 hits and they're dead. So, do you not have phasers?
I'll never let those green pirates have the Azura. Please, take my crew to safety. I'll keep trying to stabilize the warp core. If I'm lucky, I can buy you some time.
Well, let's, escort them. So, I'll help you. Get out. Warp core. Containment's failing, nothing you can save it. You need to get your away team off the ship. Engineering training is... I'm assigned top. This is a smart. Okay, anything else? Let's so there's no more prizes on this ship. Out up. Terminal there. These cages, is it a slave ship? Hey, you running a slave operation? I mean, these catwalks aren't great. This isn't great for like shifting heavy cargo barrels. Bots wouldn't be great for that, but cells, that would work. And on this side, lady, you're a goddamn slaver, aren't you? Come on, you lot. You're in custody when we get back to the ship. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I don't will.
It is no surprise that the cowardly Orions cannot even handle radiant freight. But their call for assistance has given us a chance for glorious combat.
Dead. Somewhere.
Enemy target on sensor.
some more. A cloaked Klingon vessel in the area. We should alert the ship. New start. We have Klingons. Okay. He seems to be... Let's run, run. Check our corners. Boom. Remember, why are you behind us? You should be leading the way. You know the ship better. Okay. Get going. This door. Get to the transporter. We're right behind you. Waiting to new start. Are you ready for transport? The Azura's radiation levels are returning to normal. Advise the Azura's crew are on the transporter pad. We have them, sir. Sensors detect Orion reinforcements on the way, Captain. We need you back on the bridge. Let my sensor officer tell me that, Ensign. Again, people tell me where I'm to be. Ugh. Come on, move it. Okay. Don't give me orders again, Ensign. Okay, if you are a transporter. Weapons away now. Captain, incoming message from the Klingons. On screen.
Leave now if you know it's good for you, Starfleet. We are taking this ship, her crew, and her cargo.
The Azura and her crew are under Starfleet. Full throttle. Float this Klingon. Pew! Damn! Oh, a Nebula. Oh, I'm screwed. We need that. Critical components. Constitution class should not be kicking the arse of a Nebula. Come on, fire at will. Fire at will. Which all of them's called will. Build battery, yes. And full impulse engine. Captain, we need to get within range and try and get a transport lock on Captain Brott. Save Captain Brott. She needs to go to prison for her as a slaver. Okay.
Attempting to get a transporter lock on Captain Brott, sir. Boosting containment. We have her, Captain.
And that's one less slaver ship. Captain Brott is safely aboard. Just in time. We got her just before the ship exploded. Captain Brott requested we take her and her crew to sector space. Starfleet will get them home from there. Or they'll get them to prison. Home will be a jail cell. Her new home. She said she'd be happy to speak with you if you wish. Okay, let's speak to her.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
What was your mission?
The Azura was a transport ship. Best in the quadrant. Mostly I hauled medical supplies or farming equipment. But I had room in the cargo bays for a little of everything. I have one customer who is just crazy for Tranya.
That'll be a Cardassian, and we know how they like the things. Were you hauling Bajorans?
I don't save the galaxy on a regular basis like you Starfleet types do, but hauling cargo is a good way to make a living. I'm helping people in my own way.
I'll bet you are. You're helping slavers.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
Tell me about the Orions, your customers.
There's thieves, pirates, and a whole lot of trouble if you ask me. Raiders have always been a danger to ships like mine, but the problem has gotten worse since the Orions allied with the Klingons. Now they think they can do anything to anyone. Someone needs to put a stop to these raids.
What? They're raiding your ship full of slaves? Again, you had slaver cells.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
What happened to the Azura?
We have been having trouble with the warp core for a few days. I was hoping I could make it to the closest starbase, but...
But what? The slaves getting in the way?
When the containment field started to collapse, I used every bit of power we had to help stabilize it. The minute I rerouted power from the shields to the containment field, the Orions were there. For all I know, they detected I was in trouble and were waiting for the right time to pounce.
What, so they didn't have to pay you for the slaves you were carrying? I'm not letting this go. You were carrying slaves. It was a slave ship. It's good riddance that it's gone. I'm going to be turning you over to the authorities.
You saved my crew. I'll tell you whatever I can.
What will you do now? You'll go to jail.
Go back to Bellaris for a few weeks, I suppose. I have enough latinum saved up to get me back on my feet. As soon as I can get another ship, I'll be doing transport runs again. I have customers waiting.
The brazenness of her! She's going to buy another slaver ship. No way! You're going to jail.
You saved my crew.
Okay, let's get out of here. She's leaving a bad taste in my mouth. Okay, engage. Okay, so let's hail Starfleet and see what they have to say about the slaver.
Well done. You saved that crew just in time.
They were slavers. Anyway, get some experience points, expertise, Dalekhian War, and a comm code, so I guess we can get them to send us slaves anytime we want. Some armor, some shields, and a field-stabilizing warp core.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
There we go.
Click here to view your traits.
New trait slot.
These are your active traits. You
Hmm.
can activate available traits from the list on the left.
Well, let's see what we got. We carry a rifle, so I definitely want rifle training. And you know what? I like being. I'm a Vulcan, so I've got to have mind meld, right? And creative and pretty acute senses. So. What about these space traits? Astrophysicist. That's definitely. Beam training. Yep, we could use some beam training. What should we do? What else? Need to increase that and we'll see. That's not really us, but Warp Theorist is. Oh, we've got space reputation, no ground reputation, we have market level 20. Go. And with that brings it to the end of this episode. I want to thank you all for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback on this episode, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments below. And we will be moving on. But until then, thank you and good night.